Hi everyone, this is Kareen from Kareen's VSG, and it's been a very long time since I updated my channel, and so I've had a couple questions come across on my comments that I should, that they're wondering what's going on, and so I have some good news and some bad news. I'm staying the same. I'm right between 155 and 160. I've gained probably, I don't know, I'm actually 20 pounds over where I want to be. So so I have a lot of work to do. But Christmas was hard because we had a lot of I had a lot of stuff here that I shouldn't have had here. Let's just put it that way. And of course you feel like, once you have it, you should eat it, right? So once that was gone, then things got a little bit better. But so anyway, and I have been doing a little bit of painting this year. So I've got a painting. I'm a member of a group called the Dreamliners on Facebook, and they are the group that kind of spurred off of Plein Air Live from what's the name of the company? Streamline Artists. And Eric Rhodes, who is the publisher there, had a couple of online conventions or workshops, and so I participated in the Realism Live workshop in, I think it was December. But anyway, so I'm a member of their group, and this is their February painting this year, or this month. So I'm working on that. But all right, and that's how far I've gotten so far. I haven't finished it yet. But anyway, so the good news is that I'm staying the same. So if the good news is I'm staying the same, then you can assume that the bad news is worse than that. 6 weeks ago, my daughter went in, because my daughter had COVID in November. And my granddaughter and my daughter had COVID in November. And so she was having a little bit of coughing issues, so she went in to have the coughing issues looked at. She just had this kind of scratchy cough, and she just wanted to have it checked because she'd had COVID. So she went in, and in the process, the doctor decided to go ahead and do a scan because they, because of COVID, they just wanted to scan her lungs, and they found 2 spots on her lungs. So she then went in for another scan, and they found a very large tumor on her adrenal gland. This is, so she was diagnosed with Adrenocortical Carcinoma. She's 35. She, needless to say, she went to the Mayo. She was there for a week. I had my granddaughters during that time. And it was very, very hard, because this is a very rare cancer. They don't know much about it. There's only about 200 cases a year in the United States. And as we've since found out, there are 3 of those cases from the little town that she went to school in. So we're not too happy about it, as you can imagine. We are trying to do everything we can. When you're the mother of somebody who discovers they have cancer, you all of a sudden become a cancer researcher. So I discovered this thing I discovered this book called How to Starve Cancer and Not Starve Yourself by Jane McClellan. And she told about her 20-year story or 25-year story with cancer, how in 1994 she got cervical cancer, was treated for cervical cancer. It came back in her lungs in 1999. And so she started doing this mix of cocktails with metformin, statins, dioxicline, and one other one. Anyway, so and for some reason over the next 20 years, she's been using this cocktail and keeping herself alive. So my daughter and I had contacted that clinic. It's called Care Oncology Clinics. You can find their information on YouTube and on the internet, and they are going to send her a mix of drugs that she can use to hopefully kill off the cancer. She couldn't have surgery because they also discovered a small spot, another 1 centimeter spot on the artery leading to her other kidney. Otherwise, they would have been able to remove the adrenal gland, the kidney, and the liver, and part of the liver, and be done with it, and then have chemo. But because of the other spot, and because she needs 2 kidneys, they decided to try to do chemo first to shrink that spot. So 2 weeks ago, she had her first round of chemo. Just yesterday, she shaved off all her hair, and that hit me pretty hard. Because I was kind of hoping I'd have a little more time to prepare. But she decided it was starting to fall out, and so she had a friend who just cut it off yesterday, and they're going to make a wig with her hair. She had this long, beautiful brown hair, long hair. So they're going to make a wig for her, but she has 2 little girls, a 6 and a 7-year-old girl. One will be 8 in March. And so we're going to fight this as much as we can. And I don't care if I have to fly to Europe and get treated. I don't care if we have to, so the University of Michigan, we found out from one of the previous patients from the same town as she grew up in, they had gone to the University of Michigan to see Dr. Hammer, who, I'm sorry, I'm moving this over. Dr. Hammer, who, his whole field of research is this particular cancer, adrenocortical carcinoma, ACC. So the young man from up there went, and his mother said that literally he saved his life. So we have a call in for them also. We made a call last week and we didn't get a call back, so we have to make another call to Dr. Hammer there, and hopefully we can go over there, or he can kind of determine from here what to do after he sees her scans and stuff. But yeah, in a split second, your life can change, and what's important in your life can change. A split second. So so I haven't felt like doing anything, really. I haven't gone anywhere, done anything. This whole winter I pretty much stayed inside. We had a cold snap here of about 2 weeks of below 0 weather, 20, 30 below. We had wind chills at 57 below, 60 below in some areas. So you just stay home. You just don't go anywhere. And I wish more people would understand that that's okay to do that. We don't have to all go out, and we don't all have to go out and just mill about and buy stuff. And sometimes it's good to just sit home and be with your family. So it's putting things into perspective. But I can't think of anything else that's going on with me. I have recovered from my breast surgery. I have some significant scars from my breast surgery underneath, especially where the one on my right breast opened up. It's quite a dip, but I'm sick. I'm going to be 60 at the end of this year. It's like no big deal. It looks fine. I wish I could lose more from my mid-stomach. I don't seem to be able to shed that. So I might be going and getting some of this metformin. Or another thing that this lady talked about in her book about cancer was berberine. And I went online to study berberine, and it says that it kind of acts as the natural form of metformin. So, and it's supposed to help you lose weight. So I might start taking that. Although I had been taking all these vitamins, I was taking my vitamins religiously. I don't think in 3 years I've missed my vitamins more than, okay, I got to up it because I've been doing less now, but I don't think I've missed it more than 20 times in 3 years. But I had added D3, B12, biotin. What's the other one I added? Oh, I'm taking vitamin E. I was taking vitamin E and then B12. Did I say B12? Anyway, so I was taking all these vitamins. I was taking D3, and I was taking 2 of them, which was the dosage on the bottle, which was, I think, 600 milligrams, or maybe it was, something like that. But last fall, or just before Thanksgiving, my ears started to ring a lot, like ringing constantly, like, oh, every time it's quiet, it's ringing. And I didn't think anything of it because I've had ear problems my whole life. But I went online last week because I was supposed to see an ear, nose, and specialist in December. I actually went to my appointment, but I was like 5 hours early, and I had to take somebody else home from the hospital, so I didn't get to go. So I had to cancel that. And so I didn't see them. But then I was on the internet this last week, and I said, can vitamins cause ringing or tinnitus in your ears? And I discovered that D3 can do that if you are taking too much of it. And then I got to thinking, I'm taking a multivitamin plus the D3. So how much D3 am I actually taking? So the multivitamin, I was taking 2 of them, Flintstones complete, taking 2 of them. There's 800, whatever they use, units in 1 vitamin. So that's 1,600 I was taking with the 2 vitamins. And then I was taking another 600. So I was taking 2,200 units of vitamin D3, and it can build up in your system. And so I have stopped taking D3, and I've stopped taking my vitamins, and I'm going to detox for a while to see if that works. I did take my probiotic. That's another one I was taking, probiotic. I did take my probiotic yesterday. I took my B12 yesterday, and I took my biotin yesterday, but I'm only going to take those every other day because if that's what's causing the ringing in my ears, I don't want that. And I never even knew it could do that, honestly. I was like so surprised because you think, oh, vitamins, they're good for you. It doesn't matter how much you take. No, that's not the case. So I have decided to just kind of quit that for right now. And I'm concentrating on helping my daughter. I'm concentrating on doing the research. There's research on cancer cells that they're doing, T cells, CAR T cells, 3BP, P53, PNC 27 and 29, the things that they're doing to kill cancer cells that are not in the general FDA approved regimen right now, but they are approved in Europe. So if we have to get an airplane ticket and we have to go to Europe to get treated for this, then we will do that. She's got 2 little girls she needs to live for, and I do not want to lose my daughter. Plain and simple. No. So that's kind of what I've been up to the last month and a half. Not good news, but we have to fight it. And we have to fight it with everything we have, because there are treatments out there. It's just that because the government doesn't want to stop giving people chemo, because they get a lot of money when they do that, they won't approve some of these other ones that are actually working. So yeah, so we're going to do what we can. So that's what I've been up to. So keep praying for us, though. Please pray for her and for her family and for us. Hopefully when spring comes, things will get a little bit better. But she has 3 rounds of chemo. She's done with 1. She starts her next one the 1st of March or 2nd of March. And she's on for 3 days. Then she's off for 18 days. And then she's on for 3 days and off for 18 days. And then after that 3rd one, then we have to go back to the Mayo and have a scan. And so to see. Okay, so my husband called me. He's stopping by through town on a trip to another area. So anyway, so that's what's going on in my life. That's what's been happening. That's why I haven't been posting videos. That's why I haven't been commenting. I haven't been watching a lot of videos, and a lot of the ones that I watched when I started my journey are pretty much gone. I think Mini Me in Tennessee, Lisa is the only one I watch anymore. Nobody else is really posting anything, and even the ones that I had been watching that were newer, they've not even posted anything. So maybe they're all in the same funk I'm in. I don't know. I don't blame you. This is ridiculous. So. But anyway, and I probably won't be, I don't qualify for a shot of any kind for a long, long time. So I will probably be one of the last ones to get it, even though I'm scratching up on my 60th birthday here, but you got to be 65. And I have no job right now because my job was gone from COVID. So I just stay home all day long. And I order from Aldi's and have them delivered here for my main stuff. And then if I have a few extra things I need to go and get, I just run to Super One in the morning, really early, as early as I can get there. And then I come right back home. We had been doing church for a while, but we closed the church when it was so cold because it's just so hard to warm our little church up. So we had not been meeting on Sabbaths. They started meeting about a week ago or 2 weeks ago. No, a week ago. And then this last week they didn't meet because the furnace didn't warm up the building enough. So yeah, so we have all that going on too. So anyway, but that's what's been going on. So I hope everybody else is doing well. We have a fight on our hands, and I'm going to fight till the last breath. If we can, I mean, if this other lady from this book, How to Starve Cancer and Not Starve Yourself, if she can live 20 years beyond her diagnosis, then there's no reason why my daughter can't. So, and we're just praying. I literally pray first thing in the morning. I pray during the day. I pray at night. Sometimes I don't go to sleep. I pray for hours. And then I put her in God's hands and I can sleep. But if I don't do that, it's hard for me to sleep. So anyway, so here we are. We are not unique in this world as a family having cancer. Our family is unique in that my particular family has never had cancer from one of our blood relatives. I had a brother-in-law who had cancer and died from that a couple years ago. But other than that, we've not had to deal with this kind of a thing before. And especially with someone who's got 2 little kids that she needs to be there for. So that's my update. Not a good one, but my weight loss journey is status quo. It's like staying right there. I'm not happy with it, but it's not as important as other things. So this puts everything into perspective. All right, tomorrow I'm going to go up and visit my granddaughters and my grandsons that are up about an hour and a half from me. And I'm going to give them hugs and kisses and get to see them because it's been a while since we've seen them. And I didn't even get to be with one of them on his birthday this year. So I will be bringing him a gift. And so that's what I'm doing tomorrow. I need to get out of the house. Oh, my daughter here, one that has cancer, they got a trip paid for by their doctor. And they had a fundraiser for them so they could go, so she could take her and her family down to Disney World. And they left this morning and will be flying out this afternoon from Minneapolis down to Orlando. And so they are going to have 4 days down there, which they really need. They really need this. So it's going to be an interesting trip for them. But my granddaughters were pretty excited about it. So, all right, I love you all. You guys take care. And if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, I'd appreciate it. I never make any money off my channel, and I never probably will make any money off my channel. I am not the kind of personality that people flock to for things, and so for these kind of things. But it is nice to know that there are a few of you out there that respond, listen, and can understand what this journey is like. And I want to thank those of you who hang in there with me. Through all of the gaps in filming and everything, and then check in with me. Darlene and the other, Darlene, and I know your name because you comment to me all the time. You guys have been wonderful. Let's just put it that way. Checking in with me and making sure that everything's okay. And so I really appreciate that. It makes my day to know that there is somebody that is concerned about me, and I appreciate that, because when you're sitting here alone, especially, it is very hard to sit here every single day and have no friends around. But there are people who have been really checking in with me and making sure that everything is good. Joe B, you're awesome. And I know it's in here. I feel really bad. But this is how my life has been the last couple of weeks. I can't remember anything. Don't remember where I set my keys down or anything. D. Simple. D. K. Please. I'm sorry. Thank you so much for contacting me and commenting and actually notifying, or, sending a comment my way every now and then. You've been really awesome, and I really appreciate it. So please know that I think about you often, and I'm praying for you, and thanks for your prayers for me. I appreciate it. All right, I'm going to get going. All right, thank you. Subscribe and click the bell. Maybe I can even hit 100 subscribers. That would be great. 100 subscribers would be great. So thanks a lot. Bye. Talk to you later.